What's up, guys? We are AR Trading, and today we're going to be fully going through SPY's price action with a technical analysis breakdown and going over our trades taken today and reviewing any other possible trades that would have profited.
All right, guys. So before we start the video, actually, I want to really quickly talk about the profit on our trades or loss on our trades today. So the first trade we took was a really nice trade. We saw around 37% or 40, I can't remember exactly, but it was a really nice trade and we took great amounts of profit off this trade. This second trade we'll get back to later. And end of day, we took a nice rejection off trend line for a pullback to the pump. I had some settled cash left, so I just took this trade. Ended up like 8%, nothing special, but it was overall a nice trade. All right, so the first thing we're gonna be going through this video is morning price action. So how do you think the price action in the morning uh set up for the rest of the day, and how nice was it compared to other days?
Well, certainly that it had to fill the gap as it had gone over the past week. It filled the gap and then it just continued on its bullish uptrend. It started off red in the morning and ended off green, and that has occurred in multiple days in the past February month. And I do believe we capitalized on a really good call option where you can see the trade in green. We had great profits there, and then it came into a consolidation period where we had a put option. We expected it to break down below the demand zone, but unfortunately, we lost around 20-25% on the trade, which is not as good. But you can't win
Yeah.
everything. So we were two out of three on trades today, and I do believe it was a pretty decent overall day.
Yeah. So one thing that you guys should look out for is filling the gap, right? So what is filling the gap? Basically, filling the gap means the gap on the minute chart, not a daily chart. You can't see the gap on a daily chart. You can see the gap on a 1 minute chart or a five. So the gap gets created through after market and pre-market moves. If the aftermarket moves down, then a gap it will gap down, right? And why does this cause an uptrend or you know it to fill the gap, which is what we refer to? It's because it causes an inconsistency in the charts and it makes it imbalanced. So it naturally is gonna almost all the time fill the gap, and that's usually a really nice way to take some profit or take a nice trade based off of that strategy or
Yeah, it's a
So
it's a
yeah,
really simple way to just
yeah, yeah,
earn
yeah,
some profits right away in the morning. And if you
yeah,
do get a good amount of profits, you don't have to trade the rest of the day. That's one of
yeah,
the benefits
exactly,
of being a day trader.
exactly.
Trade in the morning and you'll be good. You don't have to trade the rest of the day.
Yep.
But you always can. You can always make more.
All right. So one thing I also want to talk about was the second trade we took. I said we would get back to that later because it was obviously a red trade, as you can see, which means we did lose out on it, unfortunately. So why did we take this trade? We took this trade because we see some consolidation forming from this uptrend. We almost, well, it honestly kind of was notified as a change of character, but this downtrend was not long enough to be notified as a change of character. So why do we take it? It's because we saw this break of the consolidation zone, and we've been hitting some really nice plays with consolidation zone breaks, and it's honestly a really nice strategy to play. So we took some puts out of this consolidation zone, and we started bouncing through this demand and supply zone, and eventually we did break to the upside, and unfortunately we took profit really late. We took it at the peak, but it did
Yeah.
put us down for the day. How do you think we
Yeah.
could have
I mean,
made
another
that trade better?
reason another reason we did take that trade was because when you go on the yesterday's charts, there was another massive consolidation zone, and it did break the bottom range, and it became a massive downtrend,
Yeah, right
which
here.
we expected it as well to
We
be
did
a
take this
downtrend.
trade. If you guys want to
We,
go check out yesterday's video, we did take this trade and explained why we did take it.
yep, but I guess it was the demand zone was just too strong, and
Yeah,
we took profits a little late. But I think a little mistake we could fix out on it, and
yeah,
I what we could have fixed is maybe we should have seen that it didn't break the demand zone multiple. It tested it like 4 times and it didn't break, so we should have sold when it was near the bottom. But
yeah. It becomes notified as a change of character as well. When she's uptrend, we should have
mm,
honestly just taken it and notified as a double bottom.
yeah,
And yeah, I mean, we could have taken profit here at this demand zone, but again, it was
and
just
then yeah,
choppy the whole way through.
at around like 2:36, there was two massive candles that just created a bit bullish uptrend for the rest of the day, and it just held like that. And
Yeah,
that would have been a really good moment to capitalize on some calls. Calls would have printed like crazy if you got them there. It went
yeah.
about four
That was like
dollars.
three,
It was a
yeah, $4. That was a
$4
crazy
play.
pump end of the day.
Yep.
We did end up taking a play here because we
Yep.
had some extra settled
Little
cash left.
cash. Yep.
So, we just took it.
We just went puts on a pullback. So
Yeah,
that's
we
fine.
saw a rejection off the trend line. Drew a nice trend line. It was really respected, multiple times. Even here, it comes back to retest it and just completely denies it. So yeah, today overall was a really nice day. We had some lessons to learn here. Unfortunately, we did take the loss, ended up losing today, but we had two. Like this trade was really nice. This also was pretty decent. Do you have anything else to say about the trades taken or the price action or volatility today?
I think today, mostly in the midday launch period, it was sort of a massive consolidation zone.
Definitely.
And once it broke that top supply zone, it was gonna be in an uptrend for the rest of the day. And I
Yeah.
think we could have capitalized on that, but some come, some go. But
Also,
opportunities come and they go.
one thing is when you see a massive consolidation like this, on both sides of the consolidation zone, you're gonna have something called liquidity. What is liquidity? Liquidity is built up. How do I explain it? It's built up price action, but it does not happen yet. So you see how it breaks out this zone, just one candle. The liquidity absolutely sweeps it, and calls are just like you see this one candle break out, you
Mm.
automatically I would just get into calls. I did not have any cash to get in or the time to get in. I was not available during this time, but the liquidity absolutely like swept it, and you can even obviously see liquidity is very strong, especially
Yeah.
when consolidation is this long.
Especially that pullback. That pullback would have been a really great entrance.
Yeah, beautiful,
And that was a great reversal there on that pullback right in the middle.
definitely. Yeah. So overall, today's trades pretty decent. We went 2 for 3 on the day and down not much percent, like I think 4% of the day. It's all right though. You win some, you lose some, and every time you lose, we get better from it, and we'll obviously learn. And yeah, if you guys want to learn how to do technical analysis like this, take trades, get rich off trading, learn how to trade. We also provide SMMA e-commerce in our Discord,
And
link
yep,
in
and other business
description.
models. Yep.
Yep. So yeah, we'll see you guys next time, and that's it.
And have a good one.